It was an awkward retreat, a flight up the old staircase without looking back. She opened the door to her apartment, then braced herself against its solid wooden frame as it closed. For a moment, she listened to the sound of the rain against the windows. Her mind was numb, but her heart... After a moment, she lowered herself to sit in a crouch by the door, wiping the tears away with her sleeve. He was right, wasn't he? Luke brought 1,000 memories with him. He was the guy who could make anyone feel comfortable, could make you laugh, make you feel seen or heard when you needed it. And from day one, he'd been all of those things for her. The other Della, a woman who had disappeared in a haze of coma-inducing barbiturates and months of speech therapy. A woman who couldn't face a life of weakness or vulnerability. She had been so desperately in love with this man. Quietly, secretly. Aware, but too restrained. Too controlled to force Luke's hand or tempt him from his marriage. She'd watched him walk away to a life she didn't belong in, and then she'd buried this feeling and everything that came with it. But all the things she'd wanted to say then, the fantasies of being free to touch him and be close to him, they were all still there. After that one kiss in Pristina, she'd lost him. And then she'd lost the ability to fly, to feel strong and weightless in the air, to live with purpose. The isolation had been necessary. Protection, yes, but also grief. Some small part of which had lifted the moment she had seen him by her fireplace. Wasn't that enough? Wasn't that exactly what she needed to know? She had built a new life, but there was room for this love. There was a space where it fit, where it could flourish, and it was something she didn't want to go another day without. She rose from the floor, wishing she had handled it differently. How direct he'd been. She could have met his truth with her own, told him how much she'd also loved him. It couldn't be too late.